figured we'd just get started instead of waiting out a little longer. Got back a little sooner than I expected. How's everyone's day going? Um, Appreciate you tuning in to the stream. So today I just want to kind of, we'll call this a hunt analysis. I'm no expert with the longsword. I know this. I truly know this. But I am always fascinated by people who do use the longsword. So I wanted to take the time to just kind of explore the, from what I do know of the longsword, uh, what kind of stuff can you get out of it? What kind of DPS can you deal? Um, and what are the kind of the foundations of a longsword that make it so great? Now I have my Frostcraft build on, so this probably won't be the most DPS because my build is not exactly the best. I just have stuff laid out here for kind of laid out to my liking right now, but this is in no way the best build. So I would not recommend taking this piece. But um, so far with the longsword, it's a great weapon. Lots of range, lots of movement. Obviously, you can tell I move around a lot faster with just holding it out than you would with, say, a greatsword. But one thing that I am always constantly finding is that this weapon, it's pretty much it's a fight to build meter. So you see the little sharpness meter or there. If you could look down below it, you'll see the little red bar. You'll notice that when I hit this, that it tends to build up a little bit. Well, that's the one thing you want to try to get. You want to be able to build up your meter as much as you can. That's pretty much the foundation of this weapon. You really want to build your meter as much as possible. The second meter that's up there, the little unicorn horn that I call it, that's just the part of the Frostcraft set. Pay no attention to that. But unless you're interested in Frostcraft, it just makes your critical draws much stronger. So this weapon has multiple attacks. It has a poke, or they call it a thrust. Thrust into Rising Slash. You can do an overhead swing, which kind of walks you forward a little bit. So you can follow that into a poke with another Rising Slash, and then you can do it with a fade. Fades you can swing just about anywhere. So if I wanted to, I could you can just kind of, it helps you reposition. It's nice for repositioning when you need to. But then the true bread and butter of the longsword is your Spirit Slash. So poke, poke, we have full meter, Spirit's Blade, Spirit Blade, Spirit Blade into another one, and there. You just pretty much just keep spamming Spirit Blade until it'll click off into where you see the meter bar. You'll see how it's white now. So I still get my sharpness, or my I didn't have enough meter that time to pull off, so that's the other thing. You need to make sure that you have enough meter before you're able to pull off any more of the other stuff. And the Fade Slash is actually really good at building meter, and I like it just because it helps you reposition as well. And then it also kind of pulls you into a little bit of a cooler combo for the Spirit Blade. Then if you Spirit Blade and I guess what would be roll for some people, you can go into something called Special Sheath. Now here you'll see it's kind of glowing blue because of the Frostcraft, which is the whole reason why I made it in the first place. But this weapon, it's really crazy because once you build up your meter, you can. So there it's at red. Red is your top. So you have white, yellow, and red. You can go into Spirit or Special Sheath. Now, if you connect this, you notice how the meter is filling. It'll start to fill the meter on its own then, which is nice because it kind of keeps you with meter. Because being in a from what I have learned with Longsword of my endeavors is that having meter with Longsword is all you need. If you don't have meter, it's very unfortunate. But with full meter, this is really then when you would only want to pull this off, but you could do something called Spirit Thrust, which then goes into your cool Helm Splitter. Back into Spirit Blade, get my meter back, Fade Slash, Spirit Jump, and back in. And then here's the other move. 393. You're probably wondering, well, how the heck did I get 393 with the Longsword? Well, that's called the I Spirit Slash. It's really probably my favorite mood. It can act as a parry. It has a larger window than you would think, but it doesn't have the window that, say, our one other move here has, which I will show you here in just a second. If I can push this out of the way. So, this here is something called Foresight Slash. This is probably another bread and butter, if you will, mechanic of the Longsword. See if I do this. See how it kind of like throws me backwards and then swings me back at him? Well, that is pretty much the whole point of this. You need to have meter with it to do it, but if I were to be doing this, see how you heard that little ding? The ding there is what helped me know that I accomplished my foresight. If I'm able to, maybe I can do this. I'm not sure if it'll count, but if I can pull this off, there's a, if I can hit the barrel when I, oops, okay, that wasn't meant to happen, but so that's the kind of the thing. It'll negate an attack. It'll negate all damage that'll happen to you, and you won't have to worry about much. If you now, the one thing about Longsword is that the way that I kind of learned from another YouTuber, but was that it's kind of like a dance. You probably know who I'm talking and referring to, but DG Gamer or Deer Gamer, Mr. Smooth himself. Shout out to him. But he referred to this like as a dance. So each time you have a specific set time about how long each move takes. So hold, 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 back, hold. Oops, I didn't have any meter. Okay, so hold, hold, hold. It's a very fluid motion with this sword, and that's the thing I kind of really like about this sword is that it's very fancy, if you will. See if I can hit this barrel, and you can direct your Helm Splitter, which is nice. So if I really wanted to Helm Split, I need meter for one. And we'll show you the kind of damage difference here. So now we're on red meter. Now, I kind of want to get rid of my Frostcraft set here, so if I can get rid of my meter, just because I don't want I don't want the numbers to be skewed because of Frostcraft. There we go. No, pull it out. Okay, should be gone. So you'll see here, 90 on 12s. So, Longsword, it takes time. It takes a lot of commitment to learn how to pull these things off. With the barrel bomb there, that's one thing. But when a monster is bounding at you, or when a monster is trying to jump through you, that is a whole nother. Um, so I appreciate everybody who did come out to watch the video today. Um, I am kind of new to this in a sense, so bear with me if things look good or look bad. I mean, but if things do look good, please let me know. Just leave a note in the comment or something in the comments. Just let me know, like, how things look. If things look okay, definitely tune into my stream. I don't have a set schedule for my streams yet, but I'm working on doing that. And trying to get a lot of things coming. Um, if you guys are interested, find me over on Barry Carries at twitch.tv. And I'll put that link in the description. I appreciate everybody coming out and watching. Tune in with me next time. Thanks. Peace.